The cast of one of the most highly anticipated films since The Hunger Games hit the black and white carpet on Wednesday for the Hollywood premiere of Divergent. Already being compared to Twilight and other successful series, these up-and-comers are soon to be thrust into superstardom, so remember their faces, because chances are you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of them.
We are at the LA premiere, the big premiere, finally, after almost a year. We shot and began, I think I flew in on March 13th to Shay. We're taking this big journey, and finally we're kind of at the end game, so enjoy.
We literally just finished the movie about 3 or 4 weeks ago, so it's really hot off the presses. And it's great to have it suddenly be, jumping into theaters so quickly. It's kind of a unique experience. Usually you finish and you have a few months, but this has been just sort of a jam-packed experience from the beginning.
I'm so excited to be here. Like I said, I'm so proud of the movie, and so it's nice to sort of be sharing it with people for the first time. I haven't watched it with an audience, so it's always interesting when you see a film with an audience, because people laugh at things that you didn't find funny on your own, or people get emotional at things that maybe you didn't find emotional, and so it's always a good sort of feedback system.
It means the world, I'm really, really honored to be a part of something that causes people to be so passionate. I really think that's what young people need, is something to be passionate about, and this warms my heart to be a part of that.
Look at this place. Where are we? I'm English. I don't understand it.
There's got to be a maximum level of excitement, though, that a body can stand, right? So I try to also just make it another part of an ordinary day. I'm with friends. I've got a bonus niece here from Tennessee. I'm filming a pilot in Texas. My beautiful dog is recovering well from a serious illness. It's just part of life.
I'm a little overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie, because when you write books for a year alone by yourself, you don't expect this to happen, but it's really wonderful, so I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I think promoting this film has been a little different from the rest of my normal life, but I got to travel and stuff, and I think this is not an end for the film, but this is a good way to sort of land the plane we've been on.
It's great. It's very exciting. It's really exciting that the movie's coming out. It's a great film. Very excited for all these people to see it. So yeah, it's lovely to be here and celebrate the opening of the movie.
This is a crazy night indeed, yeah. This is nuts.
This is craziness, but it's all good though. I think it's well deserving. It's a really, really good film, and I think everybody's really great in it. I think the fans will really get a kick out of seeing all of us do our thing.
This one is exceptional, I have to say. I mean, I was just saying to someone that, Veronica Roth really, to her credit, she created a world that people really fell in love with. So it's sort of up to us to just kind of fill these gaps, but, we had a really good head start, which is why all these people are here.
It's good to kind of have everyone out, because we spent such a good time out there in Chicago together, and so it's really cool. It's really cool to see us all, together and celebrating this achievement.
I'm very excited. I feel like it's something that won't necessarily happen to me every day in my life, so I may as well enjoy it.
Sure, I play Natalie Pryor, the mother of Triss, who is tested, as all children are, at a certain age to see what her aptitude is. And her test results are inconclusive, meaning that she's this dangerous thing in a very ordered society. She is divergent. And so the story becomes about Triss's journey into what it means to be divergent, and my desire to both turn her loose and let her live her own life and walk her own journey, yet also naturally I want to protect her, and in the meantime I kind of reveal to her some of my own past, because there may be a little bit more to me than just the stay-at-home service abnegation mother that she's always known growing up.
I play Christina, and she's a transfer from the faction of Candor, and she moves over to Dauntless, and her and Triss meet in kind of this one right here. This one. We meet and we kind of really find a lot of comfort in each other. We've kind of both left the lives that we know, and we are kind of like joining the army in a lot of ways. So it's quite a journey they go on together.
Janine is the head of the Erudite faction, and the Erudite faction value intelligence. So she has a really brilliant sort of scientific brain. And she wants to be the governing faction. Beginning of the movie, abnegation is the governing faction. And the creation of the faction system is something that she feels is her responsibility to honor and to make sure remains intact. And she's really feeling very strongly that divergents have no place within the faction system because they make it impure. So she feels they need to be exterminated, shall we say.
I play Eric. He's one of the younger leaders of the Dauntless faction. He is not the nicest guy, but I don't blame him for that.
I play Will, who's a very intelligent guy. He comes from Erudite, which is a faction of knowledge and logic, and he's a real know-it-all.
I play Tori, who's what I'm calling the unwilling mentor to Shailene's character. She has experience with what Divergent means and is sort of very wary and knows the danger of that. So she's trying at all costs to avoid Shay's character, but at the same time, there's a really sort of deep care and concern for what is coming for her.
I play Max, who's the head of the Dauntless faction, and he's a pretty stern guy, very, much like a general, sort of a taskmaster who is always talking to the initiates and trying to rile up the troops.
Well, Shailene's fantastic, and I'd always wanted Shailene to do it, actually. She was first on my list when I was putting the movie together.
When you do a movie, you dedicate your life and soul to it, and then you leave, and then it's sort of in the director's hands, producer's hands, the editor's hands, and you're completely out of control. And then you revisit it, and you get to see it, and you sell it, essentially. You do the press for it. And you get thrown back in the gamut, and so it's been fun to be reconnected with everybody that I haven't seen in a year.
I think they're gonna love it. Yeah, I hope so anyway. I think the cast did an incredible job, and the city of Chicago is represented beautifully thanks to the visual style of Neil Berger. So I think everyone was so thoughtful about what they were doing and so careful, but it's also just really fun. The movie is fun, so I love that.